Hey, what's going on, old man? Long
How you
time,
feeling,
bro.
man? Long time no
All
hear.
right.
Go right ahead.
Yeah. I got a question for you. But I'll make this quick. Now, Pearly, you didn't do anything wrong. Please stop apologizing. These,
There
these
you go.
Negroes looking for validation.
She's a tool. She's an object. She's something to
Boom.
be used for to actually do something further. Do I? Same thing with Nick Fuentes. I don't care.
His white skin. I'm telling you, his white skin covers a multitude of imperfections and sin.
Right. We're gonna skip the intro and because I'm gonna put the disclaimer up for fair use. And a lot of people in this space really don't get it. Um I'm gonna speak about two things. I'm gonna speak about two three things though. Well, actually two things in this live stream. I don't know how long I'm going to go with this live stream, but there's two things I want to put on the table. One is the possible lawsuit uh, that Anton is considering on um, on Corey. Second thing I'm gonna talk about is the hypocrisy of Anton's decisions. But you know what? However, having said that, the hypocrisy is going to be the reason why the hypocrisy of Anton will be the backfire of the lawsuit, assuming if people do their diligence and do their research. So let me see who's in the chat room. What's going on, Lana Love? We're going with you. So let's sit here and begin with this, right? Let me go ahead and begin with this. Put the fair use down, and let's go ahead and play some footage. Some of the things I'm gonna talk about will not be shown on this live stream. I think though, go to my description box, you'll see the rest of the things that I am referring to. But let's talk about what Corey said. All right, let's follow what Corey said, because what Corey said is diabolical, and he crossed a line. Yes, he did. But don't just because Corey crossed that line, and I'm going to be careful because I'm not implying. I want to be careful in what I'm about to say. Corey crossed a line that should not have been crossed, but at the same time, you can't really. Corey delivered the medicine that Anton needed, and he does need. Anton does need what needs to happen to him, because he dished out. Now he's getting it back in return. So let's go ahead and play this real quick. I'm gonna talk about the diabolical stuff.
This is bad that none of the videos are ready. I mean, like, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna go and hire a producer so we can have this stuff done from now on, because I can't do this like this, man. It's the videos. I don't know how to get the. Okay, fuck the videos. Anyway, so the man came at me with sex play. I'm not talking to everybody because everybody might not even understand what sex play is. That's the word. That's when you talking that backdooria to a man. Because I don't know why people who understand life couldn't see. The man was too scared to take his glasses off. He was froze.
You know, I must say this, right? This is really getting boring. Okay, I know I probably might be the only person in this space, but what's the point of talking about this anymore? Outside of what I'm about to talk about, right? It's getting boring. It's getting stale at this point. You know, I said this the other day that this Anton Corey beef is getting stale. Yes, they met up. They had an altercation, and for the past couple of days before Corey became live, see if Corey would have shut his mouth, right? Corey would have won this already because Anton spent day in, day out, night and day still talking about his altercation and making these threats like, oh, I'm a man, I would knock Corey ass out. I would done this to the Corey. Got on Anger Man's channel. Got on Ill's channel. Got on everybody's channel up and down these YouTube streets talking about this, that, and the third. What he would do to Corey. Well, Corey is only live once a week. So going by the streets, Anton was taking L's. Anton was taking L's because he was trying to talk all that tough Tony stuff on everybody's platform when everybody can see that Anton's the one who was being not only the aggressor, but also become the punk as well when confronted, when somebody bucked up to him. Do you understand? So that is the case on this. And me also continue playing this.
He just was yapping, like when you arguing with your girlfriend. The man, look, we're not talking no hypotheticals. I ain't gonna say what I would have did. I heard the man said I was shaking. Okay, if I was shaking, I bet you didn't say that sex play to me again. So I ain't no tough guy. I ain't got time for that. I had a production in Vegas this week where I was on stage joking and singing. I'm the entertainer. But he has mastered a wickedly brilliant way to get people to clickbait what he's doing. And it's a very dangerous way to live. It's a dangerous way to live because the things he did during this week, he really played himself because he has nothing else to do but talk crazy and act like he's doing this and act like he's doing that. Homie.
Well, you know what's
thanks for not beating me up. That's all I got to say. Thanks for not beating me up, dude. All right.
Yeah, I'm glad it
didn't. And we're about to go here. I see some people in the chat room, right? It wouldn't make sense to sue when see, thank you. See, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Yes, you are absolutely correct. It wouldn't make sense for Anton to sue Corey when Anton has done this to several other people's kids. Now I got the names of the individuals that Anton had, whose kids Anton berate, and you know, see, right, he is full of shit. But I'm gonna name you the names later on. But since though Anton is considered a lawsuit, I want Anton to sue. I want Anton to sue because people in this space have long memories. Well, I wouldn't say long memories. Some of us have long memories in this space, and we know what Anton has done on the Fight Club. We know what he did on Lapeef. But you know what? Let me backtrack because, you know, it's a spoiler.
It happened too, because that 30-day ban, then the only place they would have been able to go hear about it really was at his, you know what I mean, on his page, really.
Whatever would have happened, it would have happened if he was man enough to stick to his conviction of what he came here for. His conviction of what he came here for was to try and catch me off my square. And
you know, in a way, yeah, Corey's right on this, right? Corey is right on this because, you know, it seemed like a trap was being laid because you know, Anton brought his, in quotation terms, security with him. He brought that side chick. I don't know if she was a side chick or not, but with him. Oh, and speaking about side chicks, I forgot to pull up a video what Anton did back in March and April of 2025 over the Carmelo Anthony thing. But see, again, when he talk about he's a Christian, he's a married man, what he told a woman, what he told another man about another man's wife, what he would do to this other man's wife. I forgot to put that into the Rolodex. You know, forgive me, but anyway, see, Anton had said a lot of things, and he's not being held accountable because y'all allow him to get away with it.
you know, I'm gonna tell him and any advocate of him, and of course the people that root for what we're doing up here. I'll tell you this: why don't you think what he did?
What happened?
It worked.
So as you can see,
Okay,
I'm missing.
got ad. Yes, y'all. I'm cheap. I'm not gonna pay no, you know. Anyway,
I mean, it's a few reasons.
Why didn't it work? What he tried to do, why don't you think it worked? Craig, I would love to hear what you got to say about that.
Well, here's the thing, right? First of all, because we're comedians, so we think abstract. So we don't hear words the same way everybody else hears words. We don't experience situations in the same way. So what he took advantage of initially was you were coming from an honest place. You were really trying to have an honest intellectual dialogue.
They said I disrespected him when I said he was kissing white people ass, and he was exactly kissing white people ass. And to this day, he still has never said nothing about the contribution the Caucasian male has made to the downfall of this nation.
Right.
And he said, I'm not going into that.
Right.
He said it, and people forget about that.
So it didn't work.
Yes.
But Dennis Rodman also was in.
now I'm going to skip over because I'm trying to go to the most controversial spot. You know, where he shouldn't win.
Courage out that nigga and make him stop doing all that talking. So
That's just very strange where it's like, well,
the fact that she got out the car and just ran right inside and wasn't with him. I'm like, I thought he said he didn't do that. Oh, did you get to town Tuesday, really? So you let that man lie to you, bring you up here, talking about you holding the show, and you ain't mad at that nigga? I seen you on that show.
See, now he do have a point, right? About the side chick, right? I find it strange that he called her all sorts of B's and H's, you know, he kind of put her business out there, you know, and all she said was, I still support you. You're still saying some supportive overtures to Corey. And this should tell Anton something. This is a side piece. Where's your wife? That side piece is not in love with you, Anton. That should tell you, nigga, you really are a simp. This lets you know you are a simp, Anton. You've been a simp. But you hide behind your daddy's money, your daddy's inheritance. The money you inherited from your daddy, you're hiding behind that, trying to use it as a shield from who you really are. You're just a simp. And you was waiting your turn to leave, apparently, allegedly, the woman that you married for the 20 plus years, that which you try to what's it called? Marriage flex on other men. Do you understand that? You try to marry flex on everybody else for the last 5-6 years. Now though, you got caught with this woman. Now this woman who's a side chick ain't being loyal to you. Ain't being loyal to Anton. You know? Right. Anton has to pay to play. He's the same type of the man that he rants about. Right. A platinum. Is this platinum elite? I guess so. I guess that is platinum elite in here. But like I said, though, if he's going to do that lawsuit, but again, I'm gonna try to find that place where he went, where Corey went dark.
Mika, right? Hey, Mika, go on, hook up with Anton's wife and let me show y'all what Christianity is really about. The work of the Lord is here for you.
Yeah, he going on this man's wife.
Hey, Futon, don't nobody want you, man. You a fat, goofy motherfucker who act like you about something. You ain't about nothing. You crashed out all week, and everything you said, you motherfucker shot yourself in the foot. Just sucker shit. Like, okay, this the clip for what happened. And then I do a show that lasts like up to 2 hours so I can make longer clips.
Right.
If what's
Now a local.
Yeah. Tax season.
Speaks from a plateau like he's one of those niggas.
My life, he was bragging about being up here.
Right.
I never said this before, but I'm gonna say this for now. Yo bitch that you love and care about can't stand you because you got other bitches.
This is, man.
I did a show in Vegas this week. 2 bitches I'm fucking was up there.
I highly doubt that, Corey. Really highly doubt that, nigga, that women are on you like that. I highly doubt that, but go on.
What are you talking about? You the $200 bitch. I told you you're getting ahead of yourself. And I think the show went good. And you know what I'm saying? I'm new to singing on stage in front of an audience. I'm new to this. So I hit the notes a million times when you by yourself. But when you in front of that crowd, you got to get good. When you used to see Teddy Pendergrass and all these great singers just up there like it ain't nothing, okay, Be a motherfucker who
Much
starts singing
respect.
his late life and try to
Right?
sing in front of an audience. It's not easy.
And to work with a group like that, you got singer, background singers.
I was
band.
shaking with that,
It's funky.
Of course, yeah.
but I still did it.
Oh hell yeah. Why?
Okay, I forgot where the child was being attacked. I don't know if I skipped over that or what, because I'm trying to find that part. You know what? Hold on. I don't know why I did this. Hold on. I messed that up, y'all. The idea that you're gonna use your daughter to talk about this man. See, but anyway, let me just go and tell you, right? Because yeah, I'm trying to skip around to avoid the copyright strike thing anyway. That's why I'm keep clipping around. So Corey had no business to assault that man's daughter. He has no business. And the nigga need to understand, nigga, you won. You won the beef. You won it all. So why go and make yourself the villain in this? Why make yourself the villain in all of this? You know, so, it is what it is, but I'm gonna talk about how sorry Anton is, right? I'm talking about how sorry Anton is, and you know what? Yeah, go ahead and donate if y'all want. Donations are appreciated. And I forgot to do one thing. Yeah, I forgot to do one more thing. Yeah. I forgot to do one more thing. Let me put this up real quick. Yeah, let me put this up real quick because I forgot to. Oh, here it is. Yeah. This is what I call sickening right here. Right. This is what I call sickening. And this right here is, I find, very problematic.
Are you guys telling me that it is okay for people to go after underage children? Are y'all validating this? Wow. I'm amazed at the culture.
See, how you going to talk about the culture and their jonesing about your daughter, or how Corey went after your daughter the way he did? Now, I'm not going to play that part on Corey's end. All that's in the description box if y'all want to see it. But Anton, you can't really say that, because let's be real, Anton. How many children you have attacked, Anton? Don't worry. The links are in the description box. If you care to notice, if y'all care to look it up for yourself, it's over there. It's down there, right? And if I find some more, I'll put some more down there. Let's start with Kamal Anthony, the kid, the young man that stabbed the white dude down here in Texas. Let's start with, and even some of your fellow content creators. Jay Prince for president. Anton, you talk all that smack about, you talk shit about Jay Prince's children. This was during, I want to say, if correct me if I'm wrong, this was during that whole beef when Jay Prince and Fatty got into it. Between the Fatty and Jay Prince beef, and this nigga was talking shit about that man's kids. And we can also put out another content creator. You remember a woman named Tyranny? No, it ain't Trinity. Tyranny. That's right, Tyranny. Remember Tyranny? because tyranny has a child, have children that are you know how tyranny is. You know, she's on that pro-black nonsense, and how you gonna be pro-black and you have a well, you know, the thing is, you attack the racial makeup of that child, Anton. So it makes no sense for you to get all mad about Corey attacking your child. Make that make sense. But let's go ahead and play how evil Anton is. See, Anton is evil, and he's trying to hide behind Jesus. He's trying to hide behind God. He's trying to hide behind Christianity and you know, the good, upstanding citizen role. So let's go ahead and play how devious Anton's trying to use his daughter.
I'm amazed at the culture. Are y'all telling me that it is okay to go after underage children in real life?
You did.
Not speaking in general, not speaking, oh, okay, well, this is how I feel about the community and how it is that we raise our children. I'm talking about real life people.
Yes. Yes. Jay Prince. Yes, Jay Prince. Tyranny's children. You were speaking on people who you know's kids.
I'm heartbroken. I really am.
How you are heartbroken now when you got exposed for cheating on your wife? When you got how you heartbroken when you speak on everybody else's marriages and everybody else's kids, everybody else's family members? How are you supposed to be heartbroken now? No, don't talk. No. How about, man? How about Nick, you stick that up? See, you can't be heartbroken because you are responsible for what's happening to you. You know, you are not no innocent bystander. You're not even an innocent combatant. Now, talking about kids and stuff in that way is, I would call it a war crime. For me, I call it a war crime. But the thing is, Anton, you commit war crimes, and you don't want to admit it.
I'm heartbroken for all of our Black women.
Oh, here we go. For all our black women. Wait a minute, Anton. Wait, Anton. How can you talk about Black women? Right? How can you talk about Black women, Anton, when you're part of the Black manosphere? How can you talk about trying to be for Black women, the Black women's, right? Right. Hold on. Yes, Mona Lisa. He's heartbroken for Black women. When? Since when? Since when he been broken heart for a Black woman or Black women in general? Houseway, you part of the manosphere. You part of Red Pill. You even make fun of Black women getting fired by Donald Trump. Make that make sense to you? No. How does that make sense, Anton, when you just said that? What's going on, y'all? What's going on, you Gen Z? For real. I'm just saying, but make that make sense. He over here trying to talk about, yeah, man, I'm gonna seek legal action against Corey. How? And I'm gonna say something too. If you decided to sue Corey. You know what? You know what though? You know what? I'm gonna keep that to myself. No. I'm gonna keep that to myself. No. I'm gonna keep that to myself. What I would do in defense of Corey. And I don't like and I'm not here to defend Corey. I just want to see Anton to get that work. Right? You know, I want to see Anton to get that work. Yeah. Right. Fred. How many times he joked about domestic thing? Right. And you know, Fred, I'm glad you brought that up. Remember on the Fight Club before they shut down the Fight Club? I wish they had the Fight Club channel still up. I wish they had not ended the Fight Club, put all the Fight Club videos on private. I wish they haven't, because they said a lot of dirty things, and Anton was sitting over there doing all that bullshit. You know. Anyway, let's keep it moving.
All of our black women that's out there that say that and had something to even say. I've seen y'all do a breakdown of Ryan Davis and what he said and all of this stuff. I've seen so many think pieces on Ryan Davis and how black children and all of this stuff are spoken about. And you guys really, now all of a sudden it's different?
Anton, do you understand what's going on, Anton? Women don't fuck with you because, nigga, you've been trashing black women all the time. You've been trashing women in period all the time. You're part of the manosphere. You are red pill. You took your cadence from Lapeef and Kevin Samuels. You the one propped up just Pearly things up, Anton. You know, the white girl that B just said, oh, she's a tool. Remember that? The white woman that y'all defended, and you took the Mika Marie, and you took old girl, I forgot the other woman's name. You took all the black women who were supporting your black ass, you put them to the side for that red-headed white woman named Hannah Pearl Davis. So of course black women ain't not going to support you after you did all that. See, you catching another L. That's right, Anton. You catching another L. Sit down and be quiet.
I'm heartbroken.
Oh, you
I really am. In shambles, 100%.
Whoa. Right. Wait a minute, y'all. He's not black. He's Christian. So why are you concerned about black women, yet you're supposed to be Christian? You know. Yeah, but let me go ahead and keep it moving, because it's just diabolical how Anton is. It's diabolical.
I'm in shambles. I am 100% in shambles.
Really, you are? You shouldn't be surprised, nigga.
It's nothing else for me to say. It's nothing else for me to say.
Mm-hmm.
I have to figure out how to pick up the pieces.
Oh.
I have to figure out how to pick. Corey, he won. Corey and Craig, you win. You win, I give up. I have to figure out what collateral damage happened after that. You guys win.
Uh-huh.
I got to figure out how to pick up the pieces.
Oh, wait a minute.
Family is in shambles.
Wait, stop. Hold on. You're picking up all the pieces, but yet you went all over YouTube for the last 6 days, 7 days talking about, oh man, I whooped so-and-so's ass. I will beat the brakes off of so-and-so. I'll curve stomp so-and-so ears together. You said all this stuff all over these YouTube panels and everything else. And now look at you. Look at you, Anton. Now you saying your life is in shambles. What? But here is where Anton about to say something, and I hope I'm on the right timestamp when he's about to do this. Well, the bullshit.
Daughter is in shambles. Literally having my wife take her over to get evaluated and figure it out, because crying inside of the principal's office trying to figure out what to do.
Wait, time out. Hold on. You saying your daughter is crying inside the principal's office because of what Corey said about her? See, Corey, now I'm not here to defend Corey because I really don't care for Corey. Corey was attacking you. He attacked your daughter to get at you. However, here's the thing. How would your daughter knew about all of this the night of? And shout out to Super Sly 75, right? And I hope I'm not mistaken. But when it comes to Mr. Daniels' daughter, how would she knew about this and about the principal? You know, should she go in the principal office crying about it when Corey lives in, I want to say, L.A. and Anton lives in Detroit? So how would she know about what was said about her on when she goes to school that morning? Because there is a huge time zone gap. And the Corey show is usually what, in the morning? So how would she knew? How would she know about this? Because that's two or three. I want to say no. There's what, 2-3 time zones. You're full of it, Anton. You're full of it. She wasn't crying. Not in the morning. She wasn't.
Shambles. Regular show.
This digital calendar.
Right. Whatever. You got a digital calendar. Whatever. Get out the way.
Is it possible that we can get to the regular show?
Oh man.
To all of the Bad Chasers and Patreon members, we're almost at 21,000 Patreon members.
I think that's
Child of Stage. I appreciate you, Child of Stage. Manasseh J. King React says, how so? Steven says, salute AD and the Bad Chasers. AD, you were right when you said Craig and Darlene gives no pushback at all.
mm-hmm.
Let me ask y'all a question. And this is in general. This is not towards anybody at all. I have friends that come to me and they say, yo, Anton, A, B, C, and D, or Anton, I'm thinking about doing this, or Anton that, and so on and so forth. When I was there, all right, when I was there, one of the things that I said was,
Uh-oh.
you don't have anybody that actually holds you accountable. What that means for me is, in my opinion, how can somebody say that they care for you if they allow for this to happen? You'll see. You'll see. Not even when he was talking about kids, a damn shame. Shout out to you, Steven. Call Me Tazi says, my motto during tough times is small problems to a giant, the rest is noise, get money, big dog. Well, we always bad. Shout out to Call Me Tazi. I appreciate you for the 100 ball. I always.
Yeah. That same old, donation slop. That's what I call it. You know what? But I'm gonna tell you why Anton's full of shit though, right? Because we can go back years ago. We can go back over here years ago on Dr. Phil, right? You can go back to Dr. Phil. And this is Anton, Dr. Phil channel.
For poor people's children. More resources from people that have, and then we become a socialist society where we start to pass out more resources, and then we babysit. We make our teachers become overglorified babysitters instead of being able to actually teach. Because if you've grown up in the environments that I've grown up in, even though we had resources.
Oh man, this right here is a classic episode of Dr. Phil. All right. This is so classic. Jesse Lee Peterson said the most outrageous things during this whole episode of Dr. Phil, and Anton is doing his little, his coon ass bullshit, but it's very funny though. Well, I wouldn't say funny, but but anyway.
You realize that most of these environments and teachers and these kids become latchkey kids, and they don't have the resources. And then you take into consideration that inflation is at an all-time high, and it's becoming more and more expensive every single year in order to give a kid the resources that they need in order to be able to thrive.
See, one of y'all who was in the chat room, some of y'all in the chat room, this let me know he is a plant. This let me know Anton is a plant. All right. This man is a plant. Okay. Thank you for correcting me. Thank you for correcting me. Okay. There's a whole lot of people in this chat room. I was expecting a whole bunch of people up in here. But anyway. Wait. Fred said, wait a minute. So who's getting this money after the daughter was injured? Shouldn't she be having it? You're right. You're right. Shouldn't she be getting it since she's 17 years old, apparently? Since she's supposed to be what, a high school senior, shouldn't she be getting the money and not Anton? I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying, I'm glad though you mentioned it, Freddie. I'm glad you mentioned it. I ain't even thought about that part.
Thrive. And so when you see that the population is starting to decline, or there's young people that's starting to make more informed decisions and say, hey, we shouldn't have kids, or maybe I should only have one because we only had one, they're taking into consideration what it really takes in order to raise that kid instead of just recklessly having children for the sake of creating a slave culture.
Okay, take a breath for a minute here.
I'm passionate about this, Doc.
Who agrees with that? Raise your hand.
Oh, they do. They just don't know it.
Who disagrees with that? Raise your hand. Yeah, okay.
What happens when someone loses their job or they lose their economic sustainability, and they already have children.
Here's the key, though. One of the arguments that we made earlier in the segment was that we don't have enough young people to take care of old people. Is that our responsibility to bear your cross? Should we take care of you?
You said, is it our job, young people's job, to take care of old people? Yeah. Yeah, it is. I think that's a measure of society, is that we take care of our children and our old people. I think that's one measure of society, is that we do that. Terry, you wanted to say something.
It's not about having like poor people stop having kids, or if we have less kids, like the climate's going to get better. I think that there should be like really strict laws and regulations on who can have kids, but not based on just one thing, not based on like just your education, not based on just like how much you're making. I think they should
because I'm focused on Anton.
You think it should be, people should qualify and be tested. You think people should be tested. You think we should just feed them and let them age out
voluntarily.
Yeah, right.
I mean, so as a society, I mean, we value
No.
Freedom to house our kids, who's probably going to grow up and steal my wheels off my car.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a reality. I'm not here. I'm not here to tell people what they want to hear. I'm here to tell the truth.
How did we get to the wheels on you?
Because the people that she's not on Section 8 house.
You can put an
No. Here he is. Now Anton's about to coon his ass off on this one. Anton about to coon his ass off on this shit.
Again, a copper IUD is effective for 10 years. It's inert.
Have you ever walked in a grocery store and seen a lady with a bonnet on her head with 8 kids walking behind her? You think that she's being responsible? You think that she's really taking into consideration what she's supposed to do responsibly? You think
low key cooning right there. He's low key cooning right there. He low key cooning right there, and even he's cooning so bad that even white people are sitting there like, man, you kind of you outdoing yourself. All right, you outdoing yourself.
That she's not on Section 8 housing? You don't think that we paying for her to house her kids, who's probably going to grow up and steal my wheels off my car?
Yeah,
I mean, it's a reality. I'm not here. I'm not here to tell people what they want to hear. I'm here to tell the truth.
How did we get to the wheels on you?
Because the
right,
people.
Right. Even Dr. Phil like, wait a minute, what are you on? You cooning so hard, even white folks have to wait, stop. What? You cooning so hard, even white people have to say, wait, what? I'm just saying, you know, I did have another dot in my head, but I forgot what I was going to say. But anyway,
people that are having kids are some of the worst in society, and when you put them in an environment and they have to be raised without the resources in order for them to be able to thrive, often at times they become the ones that we have to take care of, whether it be the prisons that we build for them or the social services that we have to create for them, and they do not become more educated and do things differently. They breed more. That's what happens.
I disagree with all this crap that I hear. I grew up with 6 brothers and 7 sisters at a time when, I grew up on a plantation in Alabama, and we grew up in a little hut house, bathroom outside. And my family raised an amazing family, children. But what the difference was then than it is now is that before you had babies, you got married. So you have the father and the mother in the home. And while the father...
Jesse Lee Peterson, how can you say that, right? How can you say that when you got one foot in the grave and I don't know if y'all, I'm going to say some spoiler alerts. You got one foot in the grave, you never been with a woman, and third, you've been digging for gold in white boys' behinds. Jesse Lee, you're a homosexual. Why should you care about getting married to women? and creating families. Just saying, just saying.
Out earning a living, the mother was watching over his children. And so you were able to raise decent children. We didn't have government in our lives at the time. And so we were able to do that. And in America, we were not allowed all these illegal aliens and refugees to come into our country. So our government were not taking care of folks from other parts of the world. And
Right. Mona, you're absolutely correct. He got caught on Twitter years ago, and he was pounding in some booty holes. He was backdooring people. Yeah, he talking about he's a Christian conservative. Get the hell fuck out of here, man.
families in America, we took care of ourselves.
I think you've pretty much pissed off everybody. But you said there's not anything you've heard that you don't think is crap. So what do you think? You said what you don't think. What do you think?
I know that we need to restore the family. We need a smaller government because government don't make anything work. They screw you up. We need to stop taking care of women who are having these babies out of wedlock.
Correct.
We need to stop taking care of these women who are coming from other countries. We need to stop taking care of their babies. We need to take
shame, blame, and explain. SBE, shame, blame, and explain. That's what that's what Jesse Peters doing. Women. He's talking about Keisha, the Keisha bashing. Yet he can't even get close to a woman.
Take care of American families first by getting them away from the government and restoring order.
Okay, you're a pastor, right?
Yes.
And you're a radio host?
Yes.
Okay, and you said you believe white people should have more children?
We definitely need white babies. And I tremble at the idea that white babies, that the white group is going down in numbers, because if you lose white folks, America, it's over for America. Because if you
Even the white dude like, huh? What? Is this true? Oh man. Yeah, man. It's embarrassing. This is embarrassing. Right. Jesse Peters got one foot in the grave and the other in the bathhouse. Them Greek bathhouses. Those Russian bathhouses. The puff. Oh man, that shit's funny, yo. It's embarrassing.
you notice, white people tend to be more innovative. They're more creative. They have ideas about things. All these other races don't do nothing but destroy. They don't build, they destroy.
I said you'd piss off everybody.
Even the white people laughing at you. Even the white folks over here they're laughing at you, Jesse. Even the white folks are laughing at you. Like, wait a minute, 2 atomic bombs, let's say the Gatling gun. Yeah, hold on. Let's talk about the things white people have invented. The nuclear bomb, the Gatling gun, the battleship, you see, aircraft carriers, the tank. Wait a minute. I thought those are tools of destruction. Just past the Jesse Lee Peterson. See how stupid you sound?
I was wrong. Now you pissed off everybody.
That's the truth, though.
We have to take a break. Jenny is 23 weeks pregnant with her 5th child, and people online are asking her why. The answer may surprise you. I'll come to you next.
name is Jenny. My husband and I currently have 4 children, and I'm currently pregnant with baby number 5. This is an extra special pregnancy for my husband and I. As our little
We gonna get back because Anton. Hold on, we can get right back. And Anton went off. It was somewhere along here. Anton went smooth the fuck off on some. Oh, there it is. But wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's see what Anton. No, you know what? Let's skip all this. Let's skip all that. Let's go right here then.
Either way you see it, is that we have over 400,000 children in the U.S. foster care system.
Correct.
A lot of these kids don't even have a chance because no one wants to adopt them and people want to keep having children of their own. But my question is, if a lot of these people say, well, I couldn't love a foster child or an adopted child the way I love my own flesh and blood. Why is that? Do you really want to be a parent, or is it something else you want?
Well, why should they? It's not yours. It's not your responsibility. It's not your burden to carry.
What do you want to say?
I would like to speak to you guys directly, you two. To your point that poor children are the worst in the world and that immigrants are also not a good thing for this country. I'm someone who grew up in an orphanage in Russia. I lived there for 12 years. And then I came to the United States and I've been working countless hours at the LA Food Bank and in the Skid Row. And I just think it's so much fun.
Put it together, girl. Put it together.
Okay.
Put it together.
Just talk through the tears. I want to hear what you have to say.
I'm someone who came from Russia and I've been putting in countless hours working, volunteering for people in Skid Row.
Well, what you don't
I'm an
realize.
example to you that we are not the worst people in the world.
Can I ask how old you are? So you're 31, right? I've been mentoring young guys since I was 18. The ages of 4.
Wait, hold on. Time out. You've been mentoring young guys since 18. How can you mentor somebody at the same age as, see, that doesn't even make any sense right there. You've been mentoring somebody since 18. Get out of here.
14 through 24. I grew up in the inner city of Detroit, right? Crack house directly across from my house. Crackheads jumping out of the windows. All I see right now is the Victim Olympics. I don't feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for anybody. And you know why I don't feel sorry is because I see this every single day in the communities that I serve.
And what's your point?
The point is that the reason why all of these kids are on Skid Row is because they're growing up in environments where people are not able to
You see, yeah, exactly. And right, how can you say you grew up in the inner city when you in the suburbs of Detroit? Oh man, see, right. Anton is a trust fund baby. Nigga, you a trust fund baby. Talking about, I'm from the mean streets of Detroit. That's like me saying, oh, I'm from Dirt Ward from Houston. Listen, that's like me saying, oh, I'm from the mean streets of East Side Austin, where all the black people are at in Austin. That's like me saying, oh man, I'm at Dirt Ward, Houston, or on Sunnyside area of the east part of Harris County. This nigga just lied and man, telling you, just lied his ass off.
Provide and give them the opportunities that they need to thrive.
Well, I submit you don't know why they're on Skid Row. And saying that we don't need immigrants in this country, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for immigrants. We are immigrants. You don't understand that. Because people are poor doesn't mean that they're going to wind up being on the government dole. Because there were 4 kids in my family, and we were so poor we couldn't pay attention. And I didn't wind up a criminal. I didn't wind up being on the government rolls. You can't just sweep people all away with one's fell swoop and just say because you are not privileged as a child or your parents weren't privileged, that means you shouldn't exist.
You are an anomaly. You're
So
the
are you
minority.
then.
You know, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something. Real talk, right? Hold on. Oh, wait. Hold on. I see Brown Ellie. What's going on, Brownie? What's going on, Brownie? And she is right. Go ahead and hit that like if you want. I ain't no immigrant. Oof. Okay. Yeah. Dr. Field is telling him what Corey was trying to tell him. Right. You know. Now you know you in the wrong if Dr. Phil is the voice of reason. Bruh. Right. Yeah, you know something's wrong if Dr. Phil is telling you that you in the wrong. You know if Dr. Phil's the voice of reason in the room, there's something wrong. You know. Oh man. True, but Anton left that out. He received money from the workplace lawsuit from his dad. Probably got life insurance money. Hammer time. And I'm glad you say that, right? Dr. Phil is a Trump supporter, right? Is a conservative. Anton is a conservative. That's why I've always asked, yes, cash at me, y'all. Cash at me. You know what? Though? I'll do this right now. Hold on. I just put the QR code up here, y'all. I just put the QR code right there. If y'all want to cash at me, it's right there. The QR code's up there. If y'all want to cash at me. But anyway, hold on. Let me reread some of these people in the chat room saying. This reason why I have to ask black conservatives, why are you conservative? Because what Dr. Phil said made sense. Anytime I see a Jesse Lee Peterson or Anton or or any of these black conservatives, I always ask them, why? What makes you a conservative? What position you hold that are conservative? And it usually has nothing to do with making America, lower taxes. It's not about this, that, and third. It's always about controlling women, controlling men, the self-hatred, and woo, all that, right? A trust fund baby is born into money, aka generational wealth. Well, Bville E. I think he's going to lose that generational wealth because, he has a woman that, he has a woman that is not his wife hanging around with him. His wife on the other side of the country, and I don't think that generational wealth is going to last. All right, I don't think that generational wealth is going to last very, very long. If you ask me, turn on the subscriber only mode. Why should I, Rude? Why should I turn on the subscriber only thing for, Rude? I'm good. I don't know why you saying that, Rude. I'm just here to talk. No one is hating on Anton because he had a father had an inheritance. The issue, he pretends he's an open book, but he's trying to get out the mud. Right, right, right. Good. He shouldn't be cheating on his mouth. Right. So these people can sub to you. Well, I mean, well, Rue, if they want to sub, it's their choice. I ain't trying to force them to sub. I ain't trying to force them to sub. I didn't expect 700 people watching. Wait, hold on. How many people watching? I got 700 on this, 384 on this channel. I got another dozen on my Twitch, and I got another one on my other channel. I got the other one on my Rumble. So, yeah. Oh, great point. Here's one for the books. Dr. Phil, who says he is an immigrant, but is out there filming ICE picking up immigrants. How ironic. Anton Daniels probably doesn't even spend that any time with his daughter. Right. 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 Exactly. Exactly. Thank you, Brownie. I appreciate it. I'm gonna leave him alone for now, but man, listen, yeah. Wait, hold on. Did you see the pregnant parrot on the treadmill? No, I didn't. I bet you that was the funniest shit ever. I might have to review that tomorrow. Well, after the ice storm and shit might come, after the ice storm and everything might come. But anyway, have anybody here what made him rich? Facts. Oh no! Yes. You know what? I'm going to see that video. Him on the pregnant parrot on the treadmill. Yeah. I'm gonna watch that, and it might be something for me to laugh. But anyway, let me continue this episode here. And this episode happened, I want to say, like 3 years ago, by the way.
Yeah, but the majority of the people that grow up like you described, they end up in a bad situation.
Then we need to do something to put them on a different track.
Dr. Phil, did you have your father in the home?
I did. He was a falling down, out of control, violent drunk. Look at another.
Whoa. See, Jesse Lee Peterson loves to talk about, he always go up to people and say, where is your father at? Do you have a father? And if you say something that, if there's some struggle, there's some adversity, he will use that and say, well, you're just like that because your mama's a hoe and you didn't have no father in your life. That's the black conservative, black MAGA. They always say things like this. And reality is, doesn't matter if you have a father in the household or not. Things happen. Just like everybody else. See, y'all got to stop trying to use single mothers as a scapegoat for social ills. So you know what? I want to talk about this though. If we can go by that logic, right, of single parent households and all that. You know what though? Let me go ahead and continue this. Let me continue this though. I'm about to go off on a tangent.
Father of this conversation next. All hour long, we've been having a procreation debate.
So if you're not investing in women and parents, why are you surprised that people cannot afford to have kids? Data shows if women get
better. If there is an investment done, it should be encouraging men and women to get married, raise their children, be responsible for them, guide them in the right way to go. So when they do become adults, they can go out into the world and provide for themselves. We're taking care of them, but we shouldn't.
It's really gross to sit around as privileged people, wringing our hands, concerned that we aren't creating enough young people to be able to grow into the societal roles that will pay.
Whoa. We already know Jesse Peters ain't creating no kids. We already know that. So I don't know why though he's on the stage. The man has one foot in the grave and the other one in a Greek bathhouse. Shout out to Freddie for saying that. Just saying, right? Right. He said, I live in a two-parent household, and they were pretty well off, but I still made mistakes and got myself together again. Right. Everybody act like though because somebody came from a two-parent household, that's supposed to be the, wait, hold on. He took it down. Wait, hold on. Stop. Time out, y'all. Time out, y'all. I'm sorry. I had to segue. Wait a minute. He took down the video of him on the treadmill. Oh man, I hope though I hope man you play on your channel, V-Dub. Corey is going down. He's too deep. He's in deep doo-doo. I get that people don't like Anton and understand that it has nothing to do with the facts of what transpired. Okay. I'm not here to defend Corey, but how is Corey is in deep doo-doo? I wish I could drop the link in the chat room, but I have to go to work. I wasn't expecting y'all. Wasn't expecting 700 people over here. So I was expecting to be a short live stream, and all Corey, exactly. All Corey had to do is counter sue. See, there are a lot of people who already have downloaded videos of Anton disrespecting children of other content creators. So, how is that going to work? Pearl clutching Anton. It is some of a crime. When I say crime, I mean it's liable for a lawsuit. So trucking entrepreneurship company. Yeah. You also disrespect the woman who died. Yeah, right. That's true, Brownie. But knowing that Corey was going to fight Anton, I think that part is mute. If you ask me, Brownie, if you ask me, I think that point is mute. So yeah, he's a bombardment of Trump supporters. What do you expect? Right. So, anyway.
For our care as older people. If we are not willing now to create a nurturing society that allows people to comfortably have families. Waj made some beautiful points, and I thank you very much for your additions to this conversation. Evidence shows that investing in people, investing in communities, investing in our social connections allows people to be their most resilient selves. We don't enter this world on an equal playing field. And we ought to be able to assist people on their journey rather than punish them as though it's some kind of civilizational sacrifice we're making, when we dare to be compassionate and caring and create a nurturing society.
Well, since it's my name on the wall, I'm going to get the last comment. I think one of the imperatives here as people is to procreate. It's to have children. It's genetically wired into us. It's our purpose. You've talked about that in having your children, and Robin and I have 2 sons, and I have to say, it was what motivated us and gave us purpose in life and purpose in living. And I believed for a long time that the reason that Robin was put on this earth was to be a mother. And I believed that until they had children. And then I believed.
Okay. Yeah. Anton ain't talking much after this. He ain't talking much after this. So we're going to shift, because somebody almost got into a fight on Capitol Hill today. Earlier today, this came across my desk an hour ago or so. So let me hold on, let me X this out. Yeah, let me close that. So we're gonna go over here and I'm gonna show you what happened on Capitol Hill about the January 6th thing. So a fight almost broke out during a hearing. Wait a minute, hold on. What's going on, Femi, from the chat? And Femi, let me say this to you, Femi. Pay no attention to old girl over there. Okay? I'm gonna say this to you, Femi. Pay no attention to old girl over there. Don't pay her no mind. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Because I ain't paying her. I'll pay her in dust, if you ask me. All right. I'm just saying. So, but let's talk about what happened on Capitol Hill. Right. But, bruh, yeah, mentoring young guy since he was 18. Yeah, let's still get on this Anton stuff, right? Let's still get on this Anton, right? How are you going to mentor someone when you're 18 years old? I've been entering young men since I was 18. They should have laughed him out the building. They should have laughed him off the building when he said that. Because that made absolutely no sense. That made absolutely no sense at all. But anyway, yeah, made absolutely no sense. I've been mentoring young men since I was 18. What? And I see them white folks like, oh my God, they're rolling their eyes at Anton. Anton is not self-aware. Them white folks, even Dr. Phil was raising his eyebrows. You know it's bad. And like what somebody in the chat room said earlier, you know it's bad. You know it's bad when Dr. Phil is the voice of reason. And whoever said that, wait a minute, hold on. Why were you playing Dr. Phil? Pure, because the person that we know was on Dr. Phil, Anton Daniels. That's why I'm playing. Because I was, Anyway, yeah. Dr. Phil's a closet racist. Oh yes, he is. Oh yes, he is. He shouldn't have put a picture of his daughter. And you know what, Dreezy? You're right. Anton shouldn't have done that. Anton can't blame that on everybody else. Saying he crossed an 18-year-old mentor in the military. He's not in the closet. Well, you're right about that though, because he did came out the closet though. But that's one of Oprah's creations. Dr. Phil is created by Oprah, so take it for what you will. So yeah, he's faking, and it's a part of the plan, guys. You always do that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Exactly. I blame Oprah for Dr. Phil. She's the cause for Dr. Phil getting big, and giving him a show and all that. And now Dr. Phil's on that Donald Trump shit, that Donald Trump crap. Hold on, let me see here. And y'all are godsend coming over here though. Anton didn't repeat that statement, lets you know he was the one who was that really was. Yeah. But I'm gonna move on a little bit because this came up on my feed an hour ago or so, and in the words of Ty City, this movie is getting interesting, and this fight almost broke out during a Senate hearing. Yes. Yeah, right. How do you get traumatized in 24 hours? Exactly. Yeah, I missed the old Dr. Phil show. The new Dr. Phil show is on some conservative shit. Yeah. But anyway, let's play this real quick. This fight that broke out. Well, I want to say a fight. It almost became a fight by the police officer. You might know who he is. I forgot his name. Wait a minute, what's his name? I forgot his name. Michael Fontaine. He has a French name. Yeah. Oh, Ivan Rinklin. Yes. They finally did identify who that bald-headed man is. Yeah, the Ivan dude was one of the guys of January 6th. But anyway, let's play some of this. This is on the Senate floor, or Senate hearing, I should say.
Every single time I communicate with you, I am always professional. Well, I'm not. It requires other people to contain their Tourette's syndrome. Okay? I'm not going to get I'll have her trade this fucking country. Why are you so bad, Mom? I stand. Absolutely. Look behind me. Why should I? I'm communicating with you. Right? Look at your face. Trust me, I'm using a lot of many people are controlling. Look at me. Total control over my mind and body. Hey, the committee will be in order. Mr. Chairman, will you? No shit. Sir. It will be in order.
Treating these people that way.
This guy is threatening my family.
Members of the audience,
my children.
members of the audience will please sit down or remove themselves from the committee room.
Rape my children, you sick bastard. Rape my children.
Yeah, the guy in the t-shirt, was the police officer during January 6th. He almost got into a fight with this guy who was part of January 6th. One of the people who stormed the Capitol. So yeah, I just saw that and anyway, what's going on? Oh yeah, the president had not released the Epstein files, and he said such valid things, and he's still in the White House, and Corey's going on just fine. Trust me, Anton Daniels is a chump. Right. Let me see something. Anton said he's playing chess. This is Corey's move. Man, get out of here with that. Man, get out of here with that. Get out, man, Anton. See, let's just say if Anton ever files the lawsuit, right? All that shit talking he did on Angerman's channel and what's the guy's name? Something channel. All that little shit talking he be saying, yo, yeah, I'll whoop so and so's ass. Woo, 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 woo. If I was Corey, I'll put that up out there. I'll download these live streams of Anton saying that, and I'll say, hey, Lord, this is what Anton be doing, be saying, you know. And you're right. He didn't really defend her honor. He made it all about him. That's the point. He made it all about him. He used his daughter as a talking point, you know. But anyway, y'all, I gotta get to work. I got a job. I hate to cut this short. Like, hold on. Do I have some more, a little bit of time? No. I'm gonna take me a nap. Yeah, I'm gonna get up and then all this. Right, dude. Yeah, Anton don't care about anybody but himself. Right. He doesn't. That's why, man, he talking about all that marriage shit. Like, oh, I'm married. I'm married for 20 years, and you not married, and therefore I'm above you because I'm married and you not. And then come to find out he's not even honoring his own marriage. He's with other women, or he speak to other women as if though they're the next ones to jump in bed. Oh, shout out to Mr. DJ Music who was in the chat room earlier. There's so many people in the chat room, you know, across these live streams, you know. But like just like what Brownie Ellis said, go ahead and hit this like button and subscribe if you like. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna get off of here. Oh, hold on. Anton is not to be watched. And look at Anton. You know, Anton's said he would pay to make sure black people will never get reparations. Anton's a clown. Yes, he is. Yeah, he is. He was advised by his lawyer to state those words. Sounds like he's making a case. Yeah, that's why though. That's why I believe he's going to make a lawsuit. That's why I believe though he's going to make a lawsuit, because the way he was talking, it was like some legalese language, you know. I saw Platinum Elite in here. What going on? I find that weird. Platinum Elite over here. Yeah, but yeah, y'all. I'm gonna get off of here, y'all. I appreciate y'all for dropping by. I'm surprised on having this amount of people over here. Yeah, another Drake. Oof. Yeah. You know what? I want Anton to sue. I really do. I really want Anton to sue, because if he does that, it would destroy him. It would destroy him in the courtroom, and it would destroy him in the streets. You know, if he ever decides to sue Corey, he will be, you know, he will catch on both ends. Is what I'm gonna tell you. You know, so yeah. But anyway, thank y'all for watching. I gotta go. I hate to cut this short. I really do. I really hate cutting this short, but I gotta go. So yeah, he's not a street dude. He said he has no street dude. Yeah, you're talking crap. Yeah. But anyway, I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. And I might come back tomorrow with another live stream, depending on what's going on. So I'll see y'all later. I'm out.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.